Good morning children. Today we will study about the cooperative societies. So a cooperative society is a voluntary association of persons who have joined together for promoting their economic interest. So to promote the economic interest, people voluntarily come together, join together to run the business. It is necessary for such societies to be compulsory registered. So registration of cooperative society is essential, and the registration is done according to the Cooperative Society Act 1912. To form a cooperative society, consent of 10 adult person is required. So at least 10 adult person consent is required to form a cooperative society, and the capital of the society is raised from its members through issue of shares. Shares is issued and the capital is raised from those shares for the cooperative society. A distinct legal entity is achieved by the society through registration. After doing the registration, the cooperative society becomes a distinct legal identity. A distinct legal identity is achieved by the society through registration. Now, next we are going to study what are the features of cooperative society. The first feature is voluntary membership. A cooperative society is essentially a voluntary association of persons. It is a voluntary association of persons. There is no compulsion to become a member of a cooperative society. So it is not compulsory to become the member of the cooperative society. Any person is free to join and exit anytime after serving a notice. Anyone is free to join anytime and also to exit anytime after serving after giving a notice. So it's a voluntary organization. Second is legal status. After registration, a cooperative society becomes a distinct entity. So after registration, a cooperative society becomes a distinct entity and it is independent of its members. Its registration is compulsory and is done by the registrar of cooperative societies. So registration of a cooperative society is compulsory and it is done by the registrar of cooperative society, while the other three business which we have studied, that is the partnership and also the sole proprietor, also the Hindu undivided family, their registration is not essential. But here in this business, registration is compulsory. Now third is limited liability. The liability of the member is limited to the extent of the amount of contributed by them as the capital. So there is a limited liability of the members, and the liability of the member is limited to the extent of the amount contributed by them as a capital. So how much money or capital they have contributed, according to that only their liability is there. So their liability is limited. They have a limited liability. Control. It is the cooperative. In a cooperative society, the power to take decision lies in the hands of the elected managing committee. So a managing committee is elected and the powers to take decision lies in the hands of that elected managing committee. Members have voting right to choose the managing committee. So all the members have a voting right to choose the managing committee. Now fifth is service motive. The primary aim of the cooperative society is to provide service to its member. So what is the aim of the cooperative society? To provide service to its members. Its motto is to earn profit for the benefit of its member. So the main motto of the cooperative society is to earn profit for the members. Thus it lays emphasis on the value of mutual help and welfare. So the emphasis in the cooperative society is given on the mutual help and welfare of the members of the cooperative society. Now what are the merits of the cooperative society and what are the demerits of the cooperative society? First one, merits of the cooperative society. The first one is equality in voting status. One man, one vote principle is applicable in cooperative society. So in cooperative society, one man, one vote principle is applicable. Irrespective of capital contributed, each member has one vote. So each member has one vote irrespective of how much capital they have contributed in the cooperative society. Second is limited liability. The liability of every member is limited to the extent of his share in the share capital. So here we have studied, according to the share capital, the liability is limited. Therefore, the personal asset of the members cannot be used to repay the business debt. If there is debt in the business, if there is any loan in the business, then the personal asset of the members cannot be used to repay the debt. Now third is stable existence or continuity. Cooperative society being a separate legal entity, we have studied that it attains a separate legal entity. So it is not affected by death, vacancy or bankruptcy of its members. So if the member will die or because of the vacancy or bankruptcy of the member, this business is not closed. This business is never closed. Next is economy in operations. The members generally offer honorary service to the society. So members generally offer the honorary service to the society, voluntary service to the society. Thus, it helps in reducing the cost. As a result, the cost of the business reduces. As the customers or producers themselves are members of the society, the risk of bad debt is quite low. All of us know that in the cooperative society, the customer and the producer both are the members of the society only. So there is very low risk of bad debt. Now fifth one is support from government. The society gets support from the government in the form of low taxes, subsidies and low interest rate on loans. So government facility is also given to the cooperative society in the form of low tax, subsidies and also low interest rate on the loans. Now the sixth one is ease of formation. It is quite easy to form a cooperative society. It's not very tough work. It's very easy to form a cooperative society. The 10 adults can join together and form a cooperative society. 10 people can join together and form a cooperative society. The legal formalities are very few, simple and governed by provision of Cooperative Society Act 1912. So the legal formalities to open a cooperative society is very less. It is very simple and it is governed by the provision of Cooperative Society Act 1912. Now next topic is demerits of cooperative society. First one is limited resources. A cooperative society is formed usually by people with limited means. So cooperative society is formed by a people with limited means. Also lesser rate of earning discourages member to invest large amount of money in the society. Since there is very less rate of earning, so the members are not encouraged to invest large amount in the cooperative society. Therefore, a cooperative society has limited resources. So we can say that cooperative society has a limited resources. Next one is inefficient management. A cooperative society cannot afford to employ expert professional managers. Cooperative society cannot employ expert professional manager at high salaries. Why? Because of the limited funds in the business. Third is lack of secrecy. It is difficult to maintain secrecy about the operation of the cooperative society due to open discussion in the meetings and disclosure obligation as per the section 7 of the Society Act. So it is very very difficult to maintain the secrecy about the operation of the cooperative society. Why? Because in the meeting there is open discussion about the business, and there is disclosure of obligations. Whatever obligation is there, that is also disclosed in the meeting. Why? As per the law, that is section 7 of the Societies Act. Next is government control. The day-to-day working of the cooperative society is bound by rigid rules and regulations of the government. I have explained to you that legally it is required to register a cooperative society. As a result, the day-to-day working of the cooperative society is bound by rigid rules and regulations of the government. So whatever government has made the rules and regulations, the cooperative society has to run according to that rules and regulations. Keeping account, regular audits and inspection is essential. Government has found the rule that for a cooperative society, keeping account is essential. Then regular audit is also essential, and inspection is also essential. Reports have to be submitted to the registrar. Periodically, the report has to be submitted to the registrar. The interference in the functioning affects the freedom of the society. So the interference, because of this, the freedom of the society is affected. Now the fifth one is, and the last one is difference in opinion. They arise when personal interest starts dominating the welfare motives. I have explained to you that cooperative society is formed for the welfare motives of the society, for the members of the cooperative society. But sometimes what happens, there arise a personal interest, and the personal interest dominates the welfare motive. Conflicts in viewpoint may lead to difficulty in decision making. Because of this conflict, there is a difficulty in decision making. Today only this much. Thank you.